Hey guys, Jodo John back with another video, and today we are finally showing you my complete 151 International Grandmaster Set Deluxe. Yes, that was ridiculous, but this is a ridiculous master set collection. If you guys watched my first two videos, showed off kind of like where I was at. I think my last video might have been like a year ago. So I got a lot done since then. More cards come out, which I hope they don't at this point. I'll add them, but I'm not going crazy looking for it. I'm excited to show you my binder. I actually have two binders we're gonna go through today. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain all the cards, right? Because it gets a little crazy. What I do want you guys to know that there isn't a single duplicate card in here, right? In both my binders. I included reused artworks from other sets, special decks from Japanese and English, the whole nine. So you're gonna see some cards that, you know, if I don't zoom in, they're gonna look exactly the same, but I promise you they're not because the set numbers are different. But without further ado, let's get right into it. To start off, we have the 3 jumbos available in the English language. We also have all of the stickers from the tins. And I'm just gonna simply just, you know, show you what I got. Pretty self-explanatory, just all English. I guess as I go, I'll just explain how I got this deep. Obviously I started with just English, and then, you know, I just fell in love with the set. So I started opening up a lot of Japanese. And I was like, you know what, let's master set that too. And then, you know, one thing after the other, and then we're doing other languages. But I honestly believe this may be the most in-depth, like, master set, if you will. Obviously taken too far, but listen. You collect how you want to collect, and if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. I have a bunch of really awesome pages in this master set that you're going to see fairly soon. We have all the energies. I'm not going to explain where they all came from. A group on Facebook where, you know, they go over it, but yeah. This is the God page. I mean, come on. So we did a little mirror version with HD holofoil energies. So yeah, on this side, just English. And then we just transition it into the Japanese. I actually plan on taking these cards out and getting a top loader binder. But for now, I mean, this is like the most beautiful page ever. And it gets way better than that. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful page. And all these cards, I mean, if you guys have been paying attention at all, they are skyrocketing up. And then we start the Japanese. It's not a master set, the Japanese. I did collect about half of the master balls, but it was just, there's too much money, you know? So I just sold all of them, and I decided I wasn't gonna use the Japanese master balls. So I just did the non-holo into the reverse holo Pokeball. But yeah, we get right into the Japanese. So then here, I mean, I plan on putting a bunch of 151 sleeves. Here are all the promos that we got. I know, listen, you may not agree with some of them, but this is how I decided to collect them. Again, I'm not going to explain all of them. But yeah, I do have some fraudulent cards in here. Obviously, these are not real. I actually created this, so it's a fake card, but I just, you know, I needed it in the binder. The best I could do. All the rest of the energies, professor programs, the whole nine. I love this. I think this is so cool. These are from the mini tins. And this bad boy is actually my only, I actually forgot I had this card. It's a, let's see if we can get in there. It's crimped on the bottom. I paid like 10 bucks for it or something there. And there we go. That's all for the first binder. All right, on to the second binder. We have some jumbo cards, the Zapdos. This is in French. Another jumbo Blastoise, French. Portuguese jumbo Alakazam, and my absolute favorite, Portuguese Gold Mu-X. Such a beautiful card. And let's get right into it. Again, I'm not going to explain all the differences, right? Like, for example, Stellar Crown. Most people aren't keeping it in. I am, right? This is just how I decided to do it. I'd say I got a little obsessed, right? But I'm just going to explain like the different languages we have. So, you know, we start off with reused artworks of English, which is pretty cool. We continue that over here. I did add the Master Ball versions of Prismatic. And then onto here, we have reused the artworks for Japanese. So, like I said before, right? Here's a good example, right? Same card, right? But the set, that's out of 21, that's out of 190. So they do come from a different set. They are different. All these, they're all different set numbers. I may be missing a few. Honestly, at this point, I don't even care. I'm just glad that this is done. It was a hell of an adventure. Excuse my French. But yeah, we continue with Japanese down here. We have the cool stamp promos. I love those. That's one of my favorite ones. Ditto Jim's really cool too. This is kind of indicates that we're moving on to a new language. So this is going to be Indonesian. These are just base set cards that I, collected. More base set, some cool EX cards. Then we get onto the Choki promos. Such cool cards. When you go down here, you have the Pokeball holofoil. Super cool, right? Now, starting here and onto this page, we have regular, and then we have Master Ball holofoil for the Indonesian promo. So cool. I mean, we have the starters, we got Gengar, we got Snorlax. It's such a cool promo. And then it continues over here, some Master Balls. We have some more promos. Now we move on to Thai. Just some basic cards. Nothing too fancy. I think these are the Tao Kai promos. Excuse me, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's something like that. These are really, really cool as well. These are actually the McDonald's versions of the Thai cards, I think, which is super cool. Got these promos and those promos. We get onto here, we're moving with some Korean. This is actually a Master Ball of Korean. There's some of these bad boys. Of course, we had to add the whole evolution line, right? Come on. Two more Korean promos here. They're movie promos here. Two French cards. French. All French over there. These are Portuguese. Excuse me, I forgot for a second. These are actually all the hits I got from the box that came with these. So that's pretty cool. Moving on, we have the Chinese complete set. I didn't want to add the Master Balls because, I didn't add it for the Japanese one. So I decided to opt in to keep like this format. I put the X cards at the end. Friends. We have the baby shinies from 151C. Quick backstory, I just want to interject. I started collecting the Chinese 151 before other cards that you'll see at the end. Reasoning was some Paldean Fates baby shinies, right? But like, I did that because if I was going to collect these, it made sense in my head to just justify like getting the same cards, but Japanese and English versions. So that's why I did that. We move on to here. Awesome cards. Fraudulent. I couldn't afford those at the time, so I got proxies. Everything else is real. That was a hard one to get. I have all the IRs. I figured, I might as well add the IRs in Chinese. It just makes it look a lot more cooler and complete. So that's essentially the whole 151 set, right, for Chinese. But then we have so many more. We got so many reused artworks. We have, cards from special decks and certain boxes. Super hard to find. Like, you got to do a lot of research. Luckily, I was able to connect with a few people on Reddit and Instagram who's, helped me along my journey. This is a non-hollow Mew. Non-hollow. So, I told you it gets a little crazy. some Family Mart promos here, which are really cool. Oh yeah, that's not really there. Don't make fun of me, guys, but yeah, so these promos are awesome. I love these, especially this Zapdos. I love how there's like a Master Ball on it, and these are pretty cute too. Yeah, those are actually 2 German cards, the Pokemon Together German cards, if you could see. Yeah, super, super cool. I actually had that in a PSA 9. I cracked it. But yeah, boom. More mirrors. Like, I love this page. Like I said before, if I collected the baby shinies of 151C, so I figured, okay, let's do it with Paldean Fates and Shiny Treasures EX. It just makes sense, and it's awesome. I mean, look at this page. It's so, so beautiful. Gets better, right? I mean, come on. All yeah, these are English. Technically, they should be in my other binder, but I thought it would fit so well here. Decided to get all the gold cards. One of my favorite pages of all time. Now, there's a method to my madness, right? But these are all different cards, all right? Everyone is unique in its own little language. Absolutely love this page. And then I thought this would be a really, really cool way to end it. These are Korean. I don't know. Thought this was kind of cool. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you some sealed product that I have. I have a 151 UPC. Gotta have it. Apologize, I'm filming the edge of my bed, but like I have a small apartment. I don't have too much space. This bad boy's going for like, I don't even know, over $1,000. I've had these for a while. My biggest grail piece, the bundle display. I love this bad boy. I got a couple Blooming Waters, some loose bundles too. Obviously, I love 151. You know, I appreciate all you guys that have watched this. Feel free to watch my first and second video to see how far I've come. But lastly, I have a request for all of you. Help me out. I'll pay you, like, please. So I tried creating, like, a whole list of every card in my binder, and it was just so much to keep up with. Like, I used a template off that Facebook group I mentioned earlier, and I just kind of like made it my own, but like, it's not neat. Like, I don't know. If any of you guys are willing to like make something like this, like with the cool designs, you know, like that would be awesome. You know, feel free to message me, message my Instagram. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video. You know, 151 is just gonna keep going up, I think, and props to you for everyone who's held product. I love these boxes. That's why I bought them, right? There's nothing better than a nice binder full of cards that you love, right? So, you know, collect what you guys like. Don't fall for the FOMO of everything. Like, I know everyone's going crazy right now with Ascended, and, you know, last month it was Destined Rivals. Just collect what you guys want. You know, this is the stuff that makes it fun. Like, this master set literally took me like 2 years to fully do. And I'm sure I'm still missing cards. If I am and you didn't see any, I probably have the card, but if you really don't think I do, leave me a comment and I'll try to get that card. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my collection, and yeah, have a good one.